A few months ago, I released a West Coast offensive ebook, and then I took about a month off of Madden. And ever since I've been back, I've really been taking a look at all of the special playbooks, like a pistol, a run and gun, or in this case, run heavy. Run heavy's got some really nice stuff, like a single back trio. It's got some plays that can't be found in any other playbook. It's also got a really nice gun bunch tight end. Really nice transition between single back trio and bunch tight end because the alignment is very similar. So it gives you the ability to go from bunch tight end to like the run game, like a halfback dive or a stretch, right? Instead of, and the best part is if you got the running back on the right here, like an inside zone or a base, where is it here? Or sorry, the halfback draw or the off tackle, they go from right to left. But if you then audible down to a trio, okay, well now the halfback stretch is going to the right, and it's a very quick transition, so your opponent might struggle to set up defense for that. And there's just a lot of other things that you can do. It's got a really nice gun ace, really nice Y off trio weak. There's definitely some things in this playbook that make it worth using in any game mode. I really like the book a lot. But today we're going to take a look at a personnel glitch using single back bunch, which is another nice 3 wide receiver set. As you can see here, you've got Z-spot, quick pitch, PA boot over is nice, Seattle's nice. I mean, there's some nice things in this. Now there's 2 hidden plays, halfback counter and PA counter waggle. These 2 plays should be in single back bunch base, but they made their way into the run heavy playbook in the single back bunch. As you can see, 3 wide receivers. So if I come out in PA counter waggle, my opponent is going to see 3 wide receivers, when in fact it's actually 2 wide receivers, 2 tight ends, or let's say 2 wide receivers, a tight end and a fullback, and then a running back. And what this allows us to do is when they see 3 wide receivers, they're not going to know what defense. So if they come out in something where maybe it stops like a draw really well, but not an under center run. So maybe they're spreading the defensive line or something, shifting the line, making it so that you've got some running lanes. Well, here, coming out in one of those hidden plays, we can actually audible to any 21 personnel that we want to. Okay, so let's say counter lead. So now we can go all the way down to counter lead if we know that they're shifting to like one side or the other, and then we can get some yards. So it's a really nice way to keep your opponent off balance by coming out in a 3 wide receiver set and then being able to audible to any of these other things. Furthermore, if you come out in one of these and then you audible to an actual non-hidden single back bunch play, which is any play other than halfback counter and PA counter waggle, so for example Seattle, now you can actually audible to the 3 wide receiver sets, which is really nice. Gives us the opportunity to run a wide variety of things, like almost take advantage of the entire playbook. The problem is that if I want to come out in something in single back trio, I've got the tight end, I've got the running back, I've got the 2 wide receivers, but I don't really want the tight end. I want to have 3 wide receivers. I want to take advantage of I want to take full advantage of it. You're coming out in 3 wide receiver sets because you want 3 wide receivers out there, especially with the way drags are. You can take a drag or a slant like for miles into the end zone just because of the speed and the agility of a wide receiver. So, found this glitch, and then I was like, I was all excited. I was labbing it up. I was like, there's a lot of things you can do with it. Then I found out that another site had actually posted this in their premium section. And I got really disappointed because my philosophy is if you ain't first, you're last. And I always like to be first. If somebody else found something, don't really care to post it. I like to come up with my own original things. But then I discovered that they actually didn't even show the best part of this. So that's when I was like, okay, I am going to do my own video. And the reason why I thought this was such a great thing to do is because of what I'm about to show you. And that is by going to the slot strong formation package or sub package. And then we come out in one of these two hidden plays. Let's just do like, okay, so they're thinking it's going to be like a pass, right? 3 wide receivers. Okay, so we come out and now we've actually got 3 wide receivers, not 2 wide receivers and a fullback or 2 wide receivers and 2 tight ends and a running back. We actually have 3 wide receivers. So why is this good? Well, because anytime you're taking advantage of your playbook in many, many different ways, you know, we can now basically have, let's go to it, oops, Keenan Allen, who isn't the fastest guy in the world, but he could be running our fullback dive. And the computer's never going to let you run up the middle in practice. They're just not. But if you see that your opponent is giving you some leeway, right? So you're looking at the formation, you see basically we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, like we've got a lot of blocking for a fullback dive to the right here. So, I mean, I'm not going to gain any yards because they're going to shed. But if you have that wide receiver in that spot in an actual game, you can pick up a lot of yards. Furthermore, you can go to a play like PAF slide. So now you've got a fast wide receiver that can make moves and get yards after the catch in the backfield. So right here, now you can throw to him and you can make a move, make a spin, whatever, get into the open field and pick up a lot more yards than you would with a tight end or something like that. And there's a lot of different things that you can do within the playbook. Let's say you go to corner strike. Well, now you've got the fastest wide receiver on the team, Benjamin, in the backfield. So if we were to hit this guy, you know, he's going to get picked off, whatever, because you're forcing it. But if you hit him in the flats, right, well, now the yards after the catch are going to be so much greater than they would be if you didn't have him. You could go to full house wide, right? And now this wheel by, you know, typically like a tight end or something that's going to be run slow and blah, you know. Well, now you have the potential to be hitting a wide receiver. Here I'm going to hit square, you know, because that's the read. But let's just say that guy gets open in the flats. Well, if you were to come out in full house, it's going to be like a tight end or it's going to be like a fullback. He's just not going to get it done. But getting the wide receiver, like I could have pass led that to the outside and it could have been a catch. Wide receiver makes all the difference in the world. And you know, as far as blocking goes, I mean, Keenan Allen isn't the best option, but Mike Williams and Tyrell Williams actually have very similar run blocking to Antonio Gates. So if you put these guys in the right spot, then you can certainly get some good blocking. Even Keenan Allen will make a decent block from time to time. Let's just see what he did on this play. Did he pick up anyone? I mean, look. I don't get yards because I'm in practice and all they do is shed. See? Like this is practice mode in a nutshell. It's just shed, 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 shed on any run up the middle. But look. I mean, that's a block on a linebacker. The game isn't necessarily realistic in that way. So you can have a wide receiver block for you. No problem at all. If you're running like a toss week, right? The most important thing on tosses isn't run block. It's the speed of the player in the backfield or at the guard position to chip, even just to touch a defender and set you free. So having Keenan Allen out there, you know, see, look, he goes down and makes another great block. Again, it's practice mode, so the results don't matter as far as how many yards we're getting. But just look at what Keenan Allen does. He goes, he waits, takes that guy right out of the play. And his run blocking is next to nothing. Okay, so we're almost done showing this. I hope you guys are enjoying this particular tip. Now we're going to come out in it flipped. And this is something that I really like. Just play type. We'll go any zone coverage. So if we run it flipped, then we can take advantage of having him run halfback base out of a split Y flex. Again, using Keenan Allen only as an example, Benjamin's the fastest guy on the team. So as you see right here, just take a look at the speed and the agility of a run where I'm cooked, right? Because it's, again, practice mode, using random defenses and stuff like that. So we run out. I mean, this guy almost tackles me immediately. I'm probably tackled if that's not a wide receiver. Then I've got two other defenders chasing me. But because he's so fast as a wide receiver, I end up picking up a couple yards. So let's take a look at that one more time. So a halfback base. Okay, and then we can just take it up the middle if we want to, blah, blah, blah. No big deal. And before I go, 3D, we're going to look at other plays where this is beneficial. So what are some things? Tight FL drive. So now you've got a wheel route by a wide receiver. This is a nice play. You've got the auto motion drag, you've got the corner route, the deep dig. A lot of really nice reads here. But instead of having a fullback or a tight end out of the backfield, you've now got a wide receiver. If you hit that quick, boom, you can, if with agility or something, you make a nice spin move with a guy that's got a 91 spin or something like that. So many different things that you can do. You come out and you go to corner strike. Well, now you've got Benjamin in the backfield running a table route. So if it's open, and it's not going to be because practice always cheats and they're always going to make sure they cover it. But let's just say that that's open, right? And you're able to throw that really quick. You're going to get downfield for a ton of yards. That's just really, really nice. Let's see if I can show you guys one more thing. Okay, so here, we've got this. And again, on a flat route, we've got Allen. So we've got a C route and in route. We've got a high-low with two in routes. Love that. And then we've got the flat. So here he makes contact. Now we can get upfield a lot quicker and the ability to make moves in the open field. Again, practice isn't something, that's why I never show tips in practice. Because offense cheats at times, defense cheats at times. But as you can see, there's a lot of different things that you can do with this. So you're going to want to come out in single back bunch, PA counter waggle, using the slot strong package, and you can actually just change who you want. I mean, you can put wide receivers wherever, like Keenan Allen here, you can pull him out, put in Benjamin, put in Allen there, then put in Williams there, and have both Williams out on this side, 6'4", 6'4". A lot of different things that you can do. Really nice personnel glitch. It doesn't take any time to do. There's no extra time that is needed. So play clock is not a worry or anything like that. And you can take advantage of basically half of your playbook coming out in one play.